I didn't visit the South Side that much beforehand because I didn't have any things to do down there or purposes down there really. It's like a poor area for sure.
What I observed is an area that needs help, an area that, a lot of people are, just a place that has hope, and they just need the opportunity to, show the world that they, are a good community.
See, they do have a story to tell. They have one of the best stories to tell, and history is one of them. Because a lot of times people don't understand where a community come from unless someone sit there and tell the story. And that's how you're going to find out what's going on from South City. Areas in South City, we actually don't have a community name or like a location. We normally call it by its streets. You got Polk, you got Texas Street, you got Brighton Road, you have Meridian. That's actually the way we normally call the areas over there in South City. City do have a vision, but it come a time when you don't have a vision, when it's so much of corruption and crime and alcohol and children just living in the streets. It's sad when people be in their own little areas and their own silos and they feel like that's the only effort they can do. They don't need to get out more to try to get to know their neighbors. They need to get out there and find out what's really needed in their community. And then they also need to be able to work collectively together. Then they have to end up educating themselves, because it's very hard to try to be able to do things in a community when you don't really know what needs to be done. Sometimes people had got to a position where they just felt like it was no hope, it wasn't nobody listening to them. They felt like they was invisible, wasn't no love. But one thing that we ended up doing was trying to find a couple of women that had a passion, and pastors and leaders that can help educate people. South City Multi Sports Club started with the Revitalization Council. And what we did, we went in the community, assessed some of the children, finding out who can swim, who might need to learn how to ride a bike, or be interested in running. So we generated a few children. I think we started out with about 10 children. And then we took those children and started them to get involved in swimming, running, and biking.
What we wanted to do was start a youth triathlon program. And I have a great relationship with the south side of Tallahassee. And what they want to do is introduce inner city youth to something different. Outside of basketball and football, introduce them to another sport that can open up their eyes and also give them another opportunity to get into college.
My name is Paris Green. I'm 14 years old. I'm from Beacon Hills, and I go to Cobb Middle School. And I am a member of South City Multi-Sports Club. That one thing that everyone should know about the South City Multi-Sport Club is that they're going to work hard. They're never going to give up. That's one thing that these kids here have shown me throughout the years, that, no matter what obstacle they're facing, and they're facing many, many, many obstacles, that they're never going to give up. Oh man, what are they going to eat at night? Whether, their mom's going to get laid off, a lot of them are living in single parent households. I have a group that, a group of 3 twins, actually triplets, that live with their great grandmother. So obstacles of, hey, I don't know what's really gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna have shoes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to practice on time because my mom's car's broke down, that sort of thing. I have learned to keep pushing on, and when stuff get hard, I keep going.
Food was a major issue because we didn't have a grocery store. So what we tried to do was develop a garden, and after we developed the garden, then we had to go out and fight for a grocery store.
The mission of the garden is to spread knowledge regarding organic and locally grown produce to specifically children.
Evolved and to have fun and to educate people and to produce food and just bring people together.
Anyone walking next to the garden can come in and I talk to them. We also are on social media, so we're reaching out to people through there as well. And we are partnered with the Leon County School Board, so we're trying to reach out to students also. One of the main things I believe children can benefit from learning and being a part of these classes would be building pride and building respect for the community and the earth and themselves, knowing that they can do something and they can make a difference and that they're doing something that someone else is going to eat one day. And it's so beautiful, and I just want them to learn that they have an impact in this world.
A couple weeks back, they learned what soil was. Instead of just calling it dirt, they found out that soil is important, and so now they know what soil is when a lot of adults don't even know.
Volunteers have been providing feedback to me. They do want to have more involvement with the community and have more events that would bring more people in.
I would really like to see like a nice dinner being cooked, not for Thanksgiving, that's a little too soon, but like after we harvest some stuff, maybe we can cook something and just have people in the community come and eat. That'd be awesome.
I definitely want it to be sustainable, and I want it to continue to grow after I leave because I am in college right now. But the overall impact and the goal for the garden is just to have a place for the community to feel welcome. The story of South City that I have experienced from the limited time that I've been there is that it's so much more than meets the eye. I drive past that garden a lot before I was a member of the Tallahassee Food Network and iGrow. I didn't really think it was anything, but after meeting the kids and the families that are there, they're so thoughtful and nice and caring, and they want to help and they want to be a part of the garden. So it's bigger than what people see, and you really have to step outside of your comfort zone to see the real impact that a community garden in that area can have.
My vision for South City is one day to see South City look like any other community on the north side of town. South City have hope. South City have dreams. South City have history. But what we want them to do is people to do is come in and accept South City as like their home and have a passion for taking care of others. If we don't learn how to have a passion for people, it's never going to be, we'll never get where we need to go.